Namaste and welcome to this presentation on the 2.5 hour workshop, The Magic of Effortless Learning. The workshop is based on these two books, Learning to Learn an Introduction and Learning to Learn Ideas on Implementation. The text on the back cover of the first book says, this illustrated booklet, the first in a series looking at education, introduces the concept of Asli Shiksha. In a few pages, it covers a wide range of ideas, starting from problems with our current education system to the philosophy and practices that can reduce stress on parents, teachers, and children working within the system. These books are easy to read and understand with images and very little text. This is a 2-page spread from the first book, Learning to Learn an Introduction. Here is another sample 2-page spread from the second book, Learning to Learn Ideas on Implementation. The workshop based on these two books is available in two formats, the online version and the offline in-person version. A large part of the workshop is the discussion among the participants. In the offline version, it is possible to have additional discussions in small groups. Let us now look at the workshop flow in some detail. The workshop starts with a short introduction by the facilitator. After the introduction, the workshop document is distributed to the participants, and for the next hour, they work on their own, following the detailed instructions given in this document. The document has 4 sections. Section 1 sets the context for the workshop. The QR code links to an introductory video. The 2 to 3 minute video generates interest in the chapter content that follows and reminds the participant that he or she is in charge of their own learning. Section 2 contains the detailed reading material for the workshop. The section starts with instructions to read the text slowly, making no effort to remember anything. The reading material starts with the problems in modern education. Section 2 also has details about the philosophy behind effortless learning and how these ideas can be implemented with individual children or in classrooms. Throughout the reading and writing work that the participants do during the workshop, they are repeatedly asked to pay attention to the learning process they are experiencing. Thus, in the workshop, understanding and experiencing the learning philosophy go hand in hand. Now let us move on to Section 3. Section 3 is a fill-in-the-blanks activity that gives the participants the time and space to consolidate their understanding of the reading material they went through in Section 2. When the activity is over, the participants have a single-page visual summary that can be referred to later for a quick recap of the 10-page reading material. Section 4 is a contemplative writing activity to re-express the learnings from the previous sections. These 4 sections take only 1 hour to go through. Once all participants have finished, the facilitator starts the discussion session by pointing out that they have been through an efficient learning process where all of the inputs of the teacher were encoded in the material they went through. The teacher's focus could now shift from transacting the learning content to addressing the nuances that would come up in a group discussion. The participants now read out their Section 4 answers in the larger group. This ensures that different perspectives and interpretations of the material that they went through come up and enrich their understanding. The answers read out by the participants also become the seeds for further discussion. These discussions are anchored by the facilitator and lead to increased clarity of the overall workshop experience. The online and offline workshops that have happened so far have been very well received. Here are 2 testimonials from the workshop participants. A school founder who attended an online workshop said, the workshop was well documented, simple, and seemed to be guided by an invisible force. A senior school teacher who participated in an offline workshop said, the workshop process is natural and in sync with how our brain works. Therefore, it felt good. There was no pressure in the process. That brings us to the end of this presentation on the workshop on the magic of effortless learning. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and do get in touch with us if you are interested in participating in an upcoming workshop. Thank you and namaste.